So, I need to rant for a minute about Fortnite leaks, and this is not a new topic by any means. I feel like some people have ranted about this before, even I have here on the channel, but I really need to just emphasize kind of like my general distaste for them as of late, and for a specific person involved with these leaks. Now, I have some images that I am going to flash on screen, and the only reason being that, I mean, we kind of already had confirmation that these were going to be in the game, but just the fact that we're seeing these things ahead of time before we even should be is kind of just ruining a lot of the surprise and just kind of a lot of the excitement for the things that are being leaked. So, in case you didn't know, there were a couple of WWE champions that were basically teased to be coming in the game. Now, they've been teased for a little bit now, but there hasn't been any confirmation on as to who until today. Earlier today, it was kind of announced who it was going to be on the WWE Instagram, and those two people that are coming to the game are, and I am sorry if I get these names wrong, Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. So those are the two new WWE skins that are coming to the game, and honestly, cool. I'm happy that we're getting more WWE reps in the game. I'm not personally a WWE fan myself, but I do like the designs that they are putting on here, and I thought John Cena was pretty cool. But the fact is, these skins were leaked. Like, what they're gonna look like, how they're gonna look in-game in the item shop, and all of that. They've been leaked. And it's all coming from this one person, this one singular person by the name of Barbie Harp FN on Twitter. I'm not calling it X, I'm calling it Twitter. And this one individual, for some ungodly reason, just keeps getting these early builds of the game. And they got an early build for the Jujutsu Kaisen collab as well, which also got leaked before it was announced a little early that, yeah, we're going to be getting Jujutsu Kaisen in the game. We've known this for a week now. If you didn't pay attention to leaks or anything, then you would have known at least for a week now that we were going to be getting Jujutsu Kaisen in Fortnite, and you would have known which characters too, because they themselves showed it off. But what's sad is beforehand, we got not only images of those skins in-game, which I'm putting on screen right now for you guys, we also got gameplay footage of them early. Now, of course, it's in the item shop. It's not actually in-game, but the fact of the matter is, we had this shown to us early via this one individual leaker who somehow has an early version of the game, and I really feel like leaks have just gone too far. I'm gonna provide to you my general thoughts on how far we should go with these leaks. I don't think that we should be spoiling seasons. I don't think that we should be spoiling collabs like this early, and I generally don't think that we should just be having everything spoiled to us at the start of a season. I just feel like leaks are kind of ruining surprises in game right now, and generally it's creating more toxicity within the community and just ruining enjoyment and hype in the game as a whole, because you already know what's going to be coming down the line in the season. Everything gets leaked to you at the start of the season, and then you're just kind of like, cool, I guess we'll wait then, and then you get bored, because it's like, well, I know what's coming, so why even be surprised? And then that leads you to being negative, only to look back on things and realize that they were pretty fun. We didn't have this in Chapter 1. We didn't have this amount of leakage back in Chapter 1, where things actually were able to come out of nowhere, and surprises were able to happen. The Marshmallow event was completely out of nowhere. Just posters randomly showed up around the map, and it was exciting. Same with Travis Scott and Astroworld in Chapter 2, but even around that time, leaks were more prominent than they were in Chapter 1. I feel like it was sometime in Chapter 2 that we started to get leaks more often. I'm okay with skin leaks, like when an update drops showcasing skins that are going to be in shop and all that, I'm okay with that. Or maybe going over what weapons were added in the patch. It gets you excited during downtime or just kind of beforehand to see what's new in the season, and just kind of in general get excited for a new season. I think that that's okay. I don't have a problem with any of that. What I have a problem with is leaking these things weeks in advance, sometimes months in advance. We already know that Chapter 5 is going to be coming in November. Like, late November, we're going to be in Chapter 5. It is practically confirmed. And we also know that there's going to be a racing mode dropping alongside Chapter 5 that's essentially going to have, like, its own battle pass, its own cosmetics, which is kind of crazy to me. It's going to be like Mario Kart, kind of, but within Fortnite, and there's going to be unique tracks and all that kind of stuff. Wouldn't that be nice if, like, you know, it didn't leak? Like, oh yeah, this is coming in Chapter 5. And now, even just today, like, not today, but like just recently, we got confirmation that some of the new movement coming within Chapter 5 is going to be wall running and wall kicking. Why are these being leaked so early? Why can't these be surprises? Why do they have to be leaked? Why does everything have to be leaked ahead of time? I just don't understand. I feel like as a community, we've just gone too far with these leaks. We've gone beyond what should be being leaked. It was different when they would say, it seems as though Epic Games might be working on a racing mode, because that's like, okay, well, we don't know too much about that, so we can still get hyped and look forward to it. Or, I don't know, oh, Epic Games is working on first person. And even then, we've known about first person for a while now. There's been a few bugs and to be able to enable it. That's kind of Epic's fault. But I've still somehow retained a level of hype for that, unlike anything else, because it's not finished yet. And even though we got to see that early, like, concept, we have no release date for this mode or feature or whatever. And so to me, that feels more exciting than this racing mode that's been leaked to us. We're gonna check it out and then we're just not gonna care about it. It's the same thing with UEFN. We got UEFN leaks ahead of time, which basically just confirmed that, yeah, it's just the Unreal Engine, but tailor-made for Fortnite. Which, I mean, we kind of figured that it would be, but even still, it was essentially confirmed ahead of time. Yeah, there's still going to be that 100 megabyte memory limit, but you're going to be able to import your own, like, models and stuff, which is, that's cool and all, but the fact that it was just all leaked ahead of time completely killed hype. I think one of the main reasons I really liked last season, or Paradise, or anything of that sort, is just because we didn't really know all that much going into them. While we were going into Fortnite Paradise and the whole Chrome thing got revealed, it was completely out of left field, therefore leaving a more interesting taste in my mouth, and that sounded wrong, therefore just leaving me with more of a positive impression. Same with Mega. I did not expect to see the absolute size of Mega City being, you know, that big, one of the biggest Fortnite POIs we've ever had, and just the amount of fun that I was having that season with the movement and just everything in that season, it was just phenomenal, and therefore I was left with a more positive impression. Not much was leaked, but in this one Fortnite season alone, we've had so much leaked that I don't even know, like, how we're gonna be able to go into Season 4 being all that hyped. I'm personally hyped because I feel like Season 4 is kind of blessed in the sense that, like, we haven't had a bad one. I mean, I don't like the Marvel season because I'm not a Marvel fan, but generally speaking, everybody liked the Marvel season. Well, most people did. I think the majority did. I didn't because I'm not a Marvel fan. It makes sense, you know? So generally, I feel like Season 4 is kind of blessed in the sense that it tends to be really good. Same with Season 7. I don't think there's been a single bad Season 7 so far, even though we've only had 2, they've both been really good. And even to an extent, I feel like Season 2 kinda has that. I didn't really like Resistance, but every other Season 2 has been pretty good so far, so there's something there, and I feel like a lot of those haven't really been leaked, but even Chapter 4 Season 4 has been leaked a lot. We know that we're getting like a Doctor Who collab, a Lego collaboration. We don't quite know the theme yet, but there's a lot that we already know going into it. We know that there's stuff we know going into Season 4 that kind of generally makes me worried for that season. I don't know how I feel about it, and I just hope that it ends up living up to my own expectations. I don't actually think Fortnite Wilds is that bad of a season. You'll hear more about that in a few days here, but generally speaking, I don't think that Chapter 4 Season 3 is as bad as people make it out to be, but I do think that the leaks had a major part to play in as to why people aren't really a fan of it. These leaks are like, we already knew what we were getting this season. We didn't have any, like, mystery or anything outside of the Futurama collab, which is an outlier, and I absolutely love that collab. But we know about Jujutsu Kaisen, we know about these WWE skins, we just know about everything, pretty much, and so going into it, it's, of course, naturally, people wouldn't be as interested as they would be as if it was a surprise. That's what made Chapter 1 so special, is that there wasn't really any leaks outside of skin leaks when a new update dropped. I love Chapter 4 so far, and again, I generally am a more positive person when it comes to this game, but I really feel like the leaking has just gone too far and that we need to slow down. I don't like this Barbenheimer person. I'm gonna be completely honest. As a person, I don't know them, but I don't like that they're leaking all of this stuff out ahead of time. I'm not trying to start beef or anything, I just really feel like we need to slow down on these leaks because they're practically unavoidable. And the moment you see them, it's just kind of like, oh, cool, we're getting something. But then when it actually happens, it's not a surprise and it doesn't feel nearly as special, therefore leaving you with a more sour taste in your mouth. I'm just generally disappointed with the leaks right now. I don't like that we're getting them this much, and they just need to either slow down or stop in general. I don't like it. I'm off the leak train. I'm off the hype train, and I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Personally, I think they're hurting the game, and they need to stop. That's gonna be it from me. That's my little rant. Week 10 video going out on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which day, but one of those. Stay tuned. You'll see my general review of the season and where I put it on a tier list, all that kind of stuff. It'll be a good one. That's it from me, and I will see you in that video. Peace.